still slow down here. Same crosswalk, same red light. I don't even notice it anymore until I do. My foot eases off the pedal without thinking, like the car remembers what I try not to. You used to wait here on the corner with your hands in your sleeves, always a little late, always smiling like it didn't matter. Now it's just a place I pass, but my body still thinks you're part of it. I still slow down here, even when I tell myself not to. It's not hope, it's just habit, a memory my hands never learn to forget. And for a second, I almost see you standing there again. The city didn't change, the light still turns green the same way it always did, but something in me keeps looking for what isn't there. I pass it quickly, then regret it slowly. Some places don't need people to still feel full of them. I still slow down here, like it means something, like it used to. Like if I wait long enough, you might step back into the frame without knowing I'm watching. If I ever stop slowing down, does that mean I've healed, or just learned how to leave you behind the road instead of in front of me? I still slow down here, but one day I won't, and I don't know if that will feel like freedom or forgetting. Same crosswalk, same red light, but you're not there. I used to think home was a place we could drive for hours without knowing where we were going. One wrong turn usually became the best part of the day. You'd roll the windows down, sing every lyric completely off key, and laugh before I had the chance to. Looking back, I don't remember every road we took. I remember how easy it felt to be beside you. Every mile looked a little brighter, not because of where we were, because you were there. You may borrow places, feel like they belong to us. A cheap motel, a roadside diner, the backseat on a long drive. None of them were home. You were. Every time I reached for your hand, I knew I'd already I keep moving, changing cities, finding new cafes, learning new streets. People tell me I'll love somewhere else, maybe they're right. But every place still feels unfinished, like it's waiting for someone who isn't coming. I never missed the map, I missed the person I wanted to get lost with. You made ordinary moments feel worth remembering. Morning coffee, late night drives, holding my hand at every red light. I thought those were little things, now I know they were the whole story. If someone asked me where home is now, I'd probably smile, because I still don't know how to answer without saying your name. Maybe home was never a street or a set of four walls. Maybe it was every quiet drive, every shared laugh, every ordinary day that felt a little lighter because you were standing next to me. If I ever find that feeling again, I don't think I'll be looking for a place. I'll be looking for someone who makes the world feel small enough to call home. I used to think home was a place. Now I know it was you. Stay a little longer. You never talked about what hurt. You'd smile, change the subject, tell me you'd be fine. I never believed you, I just stayed until you did. You don't have to carry every storm alone. I'm not leaving. When you're ready, take my hand. You don't have to find the light alone. If your heart gets tired, I'll be enough until you can't believe again. We never needed perfect nights, just long drives, cold coffee, and another reason to keep talking. Those little moments became my favorite place. Love was never about saving someone, it was staying when they needed you most. Oh, when you're ready, take my hand. You don't have to be fearless tonight. We'll find tomorrow, one step, one breath at a time. If hope feels far away, lean on me. That's enough. Just you and me, choosing each other, one ordinary day at a time. Stay a little longer. I got a new phone last December. Moved all my pictures, changed all my passwords, deleted all contacts, cleared out my inbox. Told myself it was a fresh start, the kind people talk about when they're trying to heal. But somehow your message survived, buried somewhere between forgotten things. I found it at 2 in the morning, looking for something else. I never deleted it, I guess a part of me knew one day I'd miss the way you talk more than I'd miss you. I never deleted it, even after all this time. Just a few words on a glowing screen, still able to break my heart. It wasn't important, nothing dramatic, just you asking if I got home safe. A stupid little message from a random Tuesday, the kind of thing nobody thinks to save. But there you were, still sounding like someone who cared. And suddenly the room felt smaller than it did before. I never deleted it, I guess a part of me knew one day I'd miss the way you talk more than I'd miss you. I never deleted it, even after all this time. Just a few words on a glowing screen, still able to break my heart. It's strange what survives, not the promises, not the plans, not the reasons we fell apart. Just one small message from a Tuesday night saying, text me when you get home. I never deleted it, maybe I never wanted to. Maybe letting go isn't something you finish all at once. I never deleted it, and maybe that's alright. Some memories stay, not because they hurt, but because they matter. Oh. I got a new phone last December, and somehow you came with it. I saw an old picture yesterday. You were standing beside me, both of us sunburned, holding cheap drinks. From a gas station, we looked ridiculous, we looked happy, like nothing bad had happened yet. Back then the future felt huge, and somehow we felt bigger. I don't miss that summer, the way people think. I miss the person I was in it. I miss that kid, the one who believed everything good was still ahead of me, the one who stayed up talking till sunrise and never worried about wasting time. I miss that kid. still go back to the same places, the lake outside town, the old parking lot, but they don't feel smaller. I've just changed more than I realized along the way, and everybody says that's growing up, but some days it feels more like losing things. Maybe that's why certain songs still hurt. They remember who I used to be. I miss that kid, the one who believed everything good was still ahead of me, the one who fell in love without thinking twice and never counted what it might cost. I miss that kid more than I miss you, and I think that's the truth I've been trying to avoid. Maybe nobody took him away, maybe he's still here, buried underneath all the years and all the fear and all the things I learned too well. I miss that kid, the one who believed the world was waiting with open arms, the one who laughed loud and trusted people before he learned how hearts can change. I miss that kid more than I miss anyone. When maybe that's why this memory still hurts. I saw an old picture yesterday, and for a second he looked like me. I heard you move. They said you painted all the walls, got rid of every little thing that looked like us. You changed the couch, you changed the curtains, even sold the old record player because it kept skipping on our favorite song. I stood there smiling, like that story didn't hurt. It's funny how a house can change faster than a heart. You left nothing left to find, not a picture in a drawer, not a jacket by the door, not my name inside your life. I wish I knew how you made it look so easy, 'cause every room I walk into still remembers you before I do. I found your old receipt inside the pocket of my winter coat. 2 coffees, 1 blueberry muffin, and your terrible handwriting, trying to spell my last name. I almost threw it away. Instead I folded it back like it still belongs somewhere. Everybody says people move on, nobody tells you how ordinary it looks. You left nothing left to find, not a message on the fridge, not a book beside the bed, not a reason to come back. I wish forget it, look the way you make it look, 'cause I'm still finding pieces of us in places you probably forgot. If somebody walked into my room tonight, they'd know you existed. Not because your things are here, because I never learned where to put the memories. You left nothing left to find. I kept everything except the person I used to be with you. Maybe one day I'll repaint these walls. Maybe one day I'll stop calling this our place when it's only mine. But tonight it still feels like you're just late coming home. I heard you moved. I guess I'm the last thing that stayed behind. Half past midnight, I found your number while looking for somebody else. My thumb stopped there a little longer than it needed to. I almost forgot I wasn't supposed to call anymore. Funny how your name still knows how to slow me down. Ooh, I don't miss every single day, just the ones that end too quietly. There are things I still tell you in my head on the drive home, waiting at red lights. Then I remember you're not listening. The words fall back into the silence, and I take them home instead. My mom asked how you've been. She caught herself, said sorry. I smiled, said it was alright. We both knew it wasn't. Some people leave, their place doesn't. There are things I still tell you when something goes right, when something goes wrong. When I hear our favorite song playing somewhere I wasn't expecting. Old habits don't ask permission. If I called tonight, I wouldn't ask you to come back. I just wanna know if you ever catch yourself doing this too. There are things I'll never send. Little stories, bad jokes, late night thoughts, the kind you would have answered before I even finished. Maybe moving on is learning. Some memories don't need a reply. Half past midnight, I put my phone away this time. I really did. 7 o'clock, the bus came right on time, just like it always does. I took the same seat, put my headphones on, looked out at the same streets we used to drive through every weekend. Nothing looked different, that's what surprised me. I thought the world would notice you were gone. Maybe that's how it happens. Everything keeps moving. Only one person stands still. You missed Tuesday, the rain came early. The coffee shop finally fixed that broken sign. I wanted to tell you without thinking. Now every little thing ends with silence. My sister sent a picture of the beach we love. She wrote, "Thought you'd like this." I stared at it for longer than I should. Not because of the ocean, because you would've known exactly where it was taken. Some memories don't ask permission, they just arrive right in the middle of an ordinary day. You missed Tuesday, the sunset stayed long after everyone left. I laughed today for a second. I forgot, then I remembered who I wanted to laugh with. I'm learning that missing someone doesn't always feel heavy. Sometimes it feels like reaching for a conversation that has nowhere to go. You missed Tuesday, tomorrow will come, and then another Friday, another summer, another year. The days keep finding me. I just wish every now and then they could still find you too. Seven o'clock, the bus came, I still looked up, expecting to see you. I came home late, nobody noticed. The hallway's exactly the same. The crack in the ceiling, the picture frame, the chair you used to sit in by the window still catches the afternoon sun. It's strange how a whole life changes while the room stays almost untouched. And every now and then I still turn around like you're about to say something from the other side of the house. Nothing changed but me, that's the hardest part. The walls still know your shadow, the floor still knows your steps. Nothing changed but me, and I don't know where to put all the love that used to have some. talk about moving on like it's a place you reach. Like one day you wake up and you're finally there. But some mornings I still reach for my phone before I remember you won't be calling. Nothing changed but me. That's the hardest part. The house still knows your laughter. The silence knows your name. Nothing changed but me. And some nights I still get lost, looking for a version of myself that stayed. I came home late. Nobody noticed. Except the memories. The picture's still there on the bookshelf, turned upside down, but still there. I don't check your profile like I used to. I don't ask our friends what you're doing. I don't drive past your house after midnight, just looking for a reason to think of you. But sometimes the smallest things happen, and suddenly it's all back again. Like hearing your laugh in somebody else's voice, or seeing your birthday written on a form, and for a second I forget that you're gone. The worst part isn't losing you. The worst part isn't saying goodbye. It's losing who I was with you, and not knowing why I can't let you go. I think I already have, but I still miss the person I became when you were mine. I found an old receipt in my winter coat, movie tickets from 2 years ago. I almost threw it away, then folded it back, like keeping small things could somehow bring us back. And I know how ridiculous that sounds, but grief is strange. It doesn't leave in a straight line. Some days you're just a memory. Some days you're everywhere. The worst part isn't losing you. The worst part isn't saying goodbye. It's losing who I was with you, and not knowing why I can't let you go. I think I already have, but I still miss the person I became when you were mine. Maybe that's what love does. Maybe that's the deal. Someone leaves and takes a version of you that never comes back, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's healing. Maybe I'm getting there. The worst part isn't losing you. The worst part isn't saying goodbye. It's losing who I was with you, and learning to survive. I don't need another chance. I don't need one more time. One more time. One more time. The picture's still there on the bookshelf, turned upside down, but still there. The leaves came early this year. You always notice the seasons first, calling me outside before the colors disappeared. I'd complain about the cold and end up staying longer, just because you made every ordinary street feel worth walking twice. Now I pass those same sidewalks, hands buried deep in my pockets, counting every step like I could measure the distance between then and now. I keep telling myself it's only another autumn, but every change in the air finds its way back to you. Every year the trees let go, but somehow they bloom again. I'm still learning how to hold on without holding you. The sky keeps changing, the nights grow longer, and every season finds its place. I'm the only one still standing where we were. I stopped by her favorite bakery, ordered the same cinnamon roll without thinking. The girl behind the counter smiled and asked the usual. I nodded, then realized she remembered me better than you probably do. Some memories arrive without warning, not loud, just steady enough to follow you home. Every year the trees let go, but somehow they bloom again. I'm still learning how to let this story be a story instead of a place I keep trying to live inside. If I saw you tomorrow, I'd probably ask how your family's doing. I'd probably smile, I'd probably make it easy. Then I'd walk away, carrying every word I never said. Every year the trees let go, and they never call it losing. Maybe hearts learn the same way, little by little, season by season, until one afternoon the wind feels different. You finally noticed you're looking ahead instead of behind. The leaves came early this year. I noticed them before anyone had to tell me. miss who I was before everything changed. There's an old road that doesn't look the same anymore. The corner store is gone. The oak tree was cut down last spring, and somebody painted over the wall where we wrote our names. I stood there longer than I planned, trying to remember what it felt like to believe life was always waiting for us. We were so sure the world would stay the same. Nobody tells you how quietly the little things disappear. Take me back to the afternoons that lasted forever, when all we needed was a place to sit and someone who knew our story. If there's still a corner where nothing has changed, that's where I'll find the part of me I thought I'd lost. These days move faster than I know how to follow. Everyone's chasing something, everyone's going somewhere, and I keep wondering, growing up started feeling like getting farther from home. Sometimes I miss the smallest conversations, the kind that never mattered then but mean everything now. I don't need another new beginning. I just miss having somewhere that felt certain. Take me back to the afternoons that lasted forever, when silence never felt lonely and tomorrow never sounded so far away. If there's still a light waiting somewhere for me, I hope it remembers the person I'm still trying to become. Maybe home was never a place, maybe it was the people who made ordinary days feel enough. Take me back, not to live there forever, just long enough to remember how hope used to feel. Then let me carry that little piece of yesterday into whatever comes next. Because if I can still find one place, one face, one memory that feels like home, maybe I'm not as lost as I thought. I miss who I was, but maybe I'm still on my way back to her. At the top of my contacts, above everybody else. I changed the picture, deleted the messages, told myself that was enough. But every time my world falls apart, my thumb still goes looking for you before my head catches up. Some habits don't ask permission, they just stay. You're still the person I call when everything goes wrong. Still the voice I hear when the room gets dark. And I know I lost that right a long time ago, but my heart hasn't figured it out. Last winter, I got sick for a week, and halfway through a fever dream I woke up reaching for my phone, because for years you were always there. You always answered, you always knew what to say. It's strange how the body remembers what the mind lets go. You're still the person I call when everything goes wrong. Still the voice I hear when the room gets dark. And I know I lost that right a long time ago, but my heart hasn't figured it out. Something amazing happened, the kind of news you would have loved. And for 1 second, just 1 second, I forgot you weren't mine anymore. And that hurt more than I expected, because after all this time, you're still the first person I want to tell. You're still the person I call when my whole world changes. Still the one I look for at the end of every day. And God, I hate that it's true. God, I hate that it's true, because every good thing still runs to you first. Every bad thing still runs to you too. And no matter how hard I try, part of me still thinks you'll pick up. Your name's still there at the top of my contacts. It still smells like you. I found your blue hoodie mixed in with my laundry. I don't remember when you left it here. I held it for a second, then folded it again, like you come back looking for it tomorrow. Some habits don't know we've already said goodbye. It's never the big things, it's always something small that catches me first. I miss the life between the moments, the drive home, the grocery store, waiting for you outside my apartment. Love didn't leave all at once, it disappeared one ordinary day at a time. My friend says I should give it away. She says it's only a sweatshirt. Maybe she's right, but she never saw you wear it in the rain or wrap it around me when I forgot my jacket. Some things stop being just things. I keep telling myself it's only fabric. My heart still disagrees. We never noticed, burnt coffee, long red lights, laughing over nothing on the way home. If I'd known those little evenings would be just not today. I miss the life that fit inside ordinary afternoons, not the promises, not forever, just your blue hoodie hanging by the couch, making this place feel like you'll be back any minute. It still smells like you. Maybe that's why I haven't put it away. I never knew love could be so ordinary. It wasn't the flowers or the nights we stayed out late. It was the way you'd leave the last slice of pizza for me, how you'd wait until I got inside before driving away, or call just to ask if I'd eaten that day back then. I thought those moments would always be there. I never stopped to count them. Nobody tells you the smallest memories are the ones that stay the longest. It's the way you reach for my hand without even thinking. I miss your sleepy voice asking if I made it home. I miss hearing I love you, like it was the easiest thing you'd ever say. It turns out love wasn't made from grand goodbyes. It was built from days like those. Now I catch myself saving funny stories for someone I can't call anymore. I still look up when the sunset fills the whole sky, because you always said I'd regret missing it. You were right. I wish I'd listened a little more. The world keeps moving, the little moments keep finding me before I expect them. I miss the way you remembered how I took my coffee. I miss your jacket hanging over my chair. I miss laughing before I knew those ordinary evenings would become the best part of loving you. If I could keep one single memory, it wouldn't be our biggest adventure. It would be one slow Sunday, music in the kitchen, your hand finding mine for no reason at all. Now I know love is measured in all the little things we never think to remember, until they're gone. A smile across the table, a late night phone call, a hand on my shoulder, 3 simple words before falling asleep. I thought they were ordinary. Now I know they were everything. I never knew love could be so ordinary. That's why I miss it every day. Mm, 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 mm. I took the train today. There was one seat left across from somebody reading a book. You always picked that side, said the light was better there. I smiled without thinking, then caught myself looking for you before I even sat down. It's strange how a habit survives long after two people don't. The ride wasn't long. Some memories are. I still save a place for you without meaning to. In every plan, every story, every little piece of my day, I keep turning around like you'll be there smiling, because I forgot you already left. A little girl fell asleep on her dad's shoulder. He fixed her jacket before the train stopped. I don't know why that made me think of us. Maybe love always looks simple from the outside. I thought missing someone would get smaller. It just learned new places to hide. I still save a place for you at every table where I'm eating alone. Some habits don't ask permission, they stay until one ordinary day they finally let go. If we met again, I'd probably ask how you've been. Never tell you how often I still think of this train. I still save a place for you, not because I'm waiting, because loving you changed the shape of ordinary days. Maybe one morning I'll stop looking at the seat across from mine. But today, it still feels like you're running a little late. I took the train today. It brought me everywhere except back to you.